Howdy everybody, Derek here with Blue Cactus. We're getting ready to start delivering goats, so we've got the trailer out and we're prepping it for the big journey. A guy by the name of David McKinney has asked me to do a video on this trailer several times, so this is for you, David. Let's have a look. All right, so this is a Big Tex 35 SA single axle flatbed trailer. This is the type of thing you'd see that you'd buy to move or to take your lawnmower somewhere. It's just a single axle, so it's not a car haul or anything. It is 14 feet long, 6 by 6 wide. It's the type of thing you'd see somebody haul a couple of four-wheelers around, just a light utility trailer. So it came just like that with a hardwood floor, and I'll show you that here in a bit. And I built this wooden box on top of it. It's essentially just a wooden box that I built on top of it, and I'll show you how we use it. So this front compartment here is 2 feet wide by 6'6" across. I'm gonna go around to the other side where my shadow's not as bad. So this is 2 feet wide by 6'6" across. I use this bottom compartment, like right here, holds 2 bales of hay, and then I use the other side for water jugs and a couple of buckets of stand mix and whatnot. And then this compartment up here, our milk stand collapses and folds down, and it slides in here with a stool, and there's room for camping chairs and even some other, like if I have the lamb bar with me, it could ride over there. This is kind of where the show supplies and the goats feed all fits up here. And that's that one. Then back here we have 3 compartments. This one, and then there's one in the back, and I'll show you here in just a second. Well, I guess let's just go that way, huh? So this one, and then this one. So they all have a door. The back door opens up and you can run the goats in and run up into the front compartment and lock it, and so on for this compartment, and so on back here. Now if I wanted to feed them, that's kind of what the side doors are for. I can open it up and dump water in and dump food in and stuff. And the little kids, they're easy enough to just grab and carry out. I can climb in there if I need to. It's not so bad. The box is 4 feet tall, 1 sheet of plywood tall, and so I can crouch over in here, but it's not too bad really. In this front stall is what it'll look like when we take off. There is cardboard down on the bottom and pine shavings on top, and every side will look like that. So down here we just got the cardboard down so I could show you what it looks like, so we'll cover that with pine shavings. And before we put the cardboard down, it looks like this, just a regular trailer wooden floor. So I put the cardboard down because it keeps the wind from coming through the cracks, and then the goats can't see the movement, and it keeps the pine shavings and stuff from going down. So we end up, there's going to be a few more pieces of cardboard on there. We get those from the feed store for free. They're like 3 by 3 square. They're as big as a pallet, so 3/6 by 3/6 or something like that. But we put 3 or 4 thick on there, and then the pine shavings on, and it absorbs all the pee, and if there's too much, it just drips on out. So works all right. The trailer itself, is what I bought, and then all the walls are built out of 2 by 3s and 3/8 plywood. I needed it to be light and not be heavy. I'm trying to deliver goats, not spend $1 million on gas, right? The fence panels in the middle are just cow panels, where I just cut what I needed out of it and drilled holes into the wood and put it in there. This has all been painted on the inside, but I just redid the outside, so I need to touch up some stuff in here. But yep, 2 by 3s, 3/8 plywood, if you can see that, and that's what it is. Here on the back window, or this back thing, I put a window in and then I covered it up, but my thoughts was if we were at a goat show or something where the goats were, you know, showing out of the trailer and they're going to be in here all day, I could open this up, maybe even have a bench here where I could have a battery powered fan kind of blowing some air through there. But other than that, I put these whatever they call the windows in the thing. I copied that right off a livestock trailer, you know, the measurements and stuff. Some of the kids can get their head out and kind of look around and, you know, and bleed at cars as we go by, but it's all good. So I did just paint this whole thing. Last year we were black with a gray striping on it, but I thought all black would look better, and I think that it does. I just went over it with a rubberized roof paint, the whole trailer. I'm hoping it'll shed water, because like I said, the whole thing is, you know, it is wood. We do keep it inside, and we live in the desert where it never rains. This thing is 2 years old this summer. Been all around the country, I believe 3 times in it. Delivered goats everywhere. So yeah, that is it. I got 2x3 around the top just to hold it all together. 3/8 plies just screwed down to it. You can see my roof framing. Another thing with the walls. So this is 6x6. Where's my finger? 6x6 across and 14-foot trailer, and this is a 2-foot section. So these are essentially 3x6'6" stalls, which works pretty good. And yeah, so those walls become my load bearing for the roof, if that makes sense to you, you guys that build stuff out there. So you know, I wouldn't have a party up here or anything, but last year I stopped in Arkansas on the way home at the Long Skinny, and I just stood up here basically the whole day when I wasn't looking for ticks and killing them. I was just walking around up here in a tick-free zone, you know, drinking Yingling and staring at the Long Skinny. But yeah, it's black, rubberized, looks pretty good, huh? So we're gonna see how it goes on this trip. If the black paint starts, the black rubberized stuff starts smearing off or turning gray, and if it goes how I think it's gonna go, I might next year pour the same stuff into a drywall hopper and kind of rhino line this thing, and that'll make it look even better, huh? But yep, single axle, spare tire mount. It's all it is. Simple. Gets the job done. It does not require a you know, 1-ton diesel dually Ford F-350, which I like those trucks. I'd love to have a big Chevy 3500 or whatever it is, but I just don't want the payment. So, you know, we don't, you know, our goats are little, so I don't need anything 7 feet tall or anything, you know, like this cargo trailer. The fuel mileage in my Ford over there goes from like 17, 18 miles a gallon to 9 pulling that thing. This thing, I'll get 15 the whole time, 14, 15. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, we don't take the goats somewhere every day. I'd love to have a livestock living quarters trailer, but you need a bigger truck for those. And I'd feel guilty with it just sitting outside, you know, with whatever the payment is on one of those all year round. It would bother me because you don't use it all year round. So this thing, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's about $3,700 for the trailer itself. And now with the addition of that rubberized coating on the top, I'm probably $950 in plywood, paint, screws, liquid nails, and hinges and door locks and stuff. Well, that's another thing. All these locks, they all lock and they all match. Every one of them. So I can lock the goats in here and they're all safe. So yeah. But anyways, that's the trailer, Mr. McKinney, and everybody else watching. And it you know, it's wood, it's cheap. Like I said, the trailer's $3,700, about $950 with all the stuff on top. And it's lasted me It'll be 2 years old, I think this June or July. I've been all around, I mean, I've 20,000 miles on it. Eventually the wood will, you know, need replaced or just taken off. I can take that whole box off at the landfill and just throw it away. You know, of course I keep my hinges and locks and whatnot, and I still have the trailer. You know, then I can be that guy with a, you know, a couple of four-wheelers farting around with the grandkids one day. So in the long run, I still have a usable trailer, even though I know we'll always have goats. But anyway, that's it for me. Wish me luck out there, and we'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.